Okay,
Who's first?
Ami.
Sorry. What do I do?
Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Ami. And
Hi,
yes.
Ami. Oh wait, I have an idea. Let's all say our name, our favorite character, and why.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A little dynamic.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
Why haven't we done this for episode 1? That's
I know. Okay,
we're
okay.
dumb.
So Ami, your name, your favorite character, and why.
Okay. Hello, my
What?
name is Ami, and my favorite character is David because he's a lovely.
He is. I love him too.
And ignore
Okay.
the dogs, please.
Okay, they just want to be in the podcast too.
Great dog.
Introduce yourself,
Lovely
guys.
Okay, Scrub.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Scrub. My favorite character is Selena, even though she isn't in the story, but I still love her. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I do.
Wow.
Awesome. Okay.
Blappy?
Okay. I'm Blappy, and my favorite character is Toby because he is a soft, lovely boy who's trying his best. And that's it.
And
All right. Cheese.
My name is Ghost Cheese, and my favorite character is Kody because I want to grate cheese abs. And that's
What?
it.
Was that
Nice.
something perverted?
Wow.
You?
All right. Hey, Isaki, do you want to talk? You should introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Isaki said hi.
Hi.
Now,
Kage.
Kage.
Is it Kage or Kage?
It's
I don't
Kaji.
remember.
I think
Kaji?
so.
Kaji. Okay.
Oh,
Kaji.
okay. Kaji, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kaji. My favorite character is Kody. I have no idea why.
That's fair.
I appreciate the effort. Okay, leader?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Leader. I like Toby because glasses are fucking hot. And that's it.
Wow.
You're a shallow person.
He's also adorable. I love him. That's it. Yeah.
You're
calling that's fair, Leader that's fair.
shallow, but
I did not want to comment on what you said, Cheese.
Wow. Just awesome. Fucking great.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, Meko.
I'm Meko, and I like Kody because he's cute. That's it.
All right.
Toby's best character.
I'm sensing a trend here.
yeah.
Hey, Maru.
Hi,
Hi, Maru.
I'm Maru, and my favorite character is David. I have a crush on him since the start of the comic, and that's it.
Can I just say
Yeah.
I love your accent? Thank you
Yes.
for speaking.
You're so cute.
I don't even have an accent.
I love
Even speak English.
Your English is great.
Moonsy?
Lindsay.
Okay, so it's my turn. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of passing through an identity crisis, cause like, okay, so my favorite character used to be Kody, but the point is,
I thought it was David.
Oh no.
No. The point is, it was Kody. So, but the point is, Chase talked so much about Kody during so much time that I feel like it's wrong that I like him at this. I think it's worth it. It's not worth it at this point.
Who knew?
Cody is cheeses, you know? So, I don't know, it just feels wrong to have Kody as the your
You
favorite
guys
character.
phrase this out like slaves or something.
So, like, I feel like maybe it's the David, because I relate to the David a lot. And I think you guys thought it was David. The reason why it
Yeah, I
was
thought it was him
Kody
too.
is because I think it's because first he was the first character that I started making theories of. Like, I started making lots of theories of him, and I also thought he was such an interesting character because I thought he was going to be a type of character when I saw him interact, and he revealed to be a completely different one. And David is because
Wait,
I
I need
relate to
to
him. I
me
relate
to
to
say
David a
about that.
lot, more than I should.
Sorry, I literally yelled ass.
I'm
Is
sorry,
that
What is
Moonsy, but
happening?
Izaki posted Cody's ass in the fucking chat.
ass?
Oh my god! I was like, oh, wait, why are you guys like this? And then I was like,
Wait.
oh, okay, it's Cody's ass.
Yeah,
Like,
that's definitely.
some cool reptilian who doesn't love a superheroes
Oh
ass.
my god.
All right.
Oh my god.
Whiskey is not talking, so
You received Izaki shitpost.
can I do the honors of reading Wispy's message out loud?
Please.
We need to
Okay.
read this
Hey,
message
hey,
out loud
hey.
for all
Alright.
the people. Can I interpret? I want to interpret the message. Can I read?
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Wispy, and my favorite characters are Kody and Eric. For specific reasons that I can't disclose without having to age restrict podcast.
Okay, now that introductions are out of the way, I feel like we should move on from Cody. Much as
I
don't
think we
want to.
should talk about Cody's ass.
No.
Oh my god!
I think that's a much better idea.
Okay then, Cody's ass. He has such a fine ass for such a small lad.
The thing that I'm still thinking about is where his tail comes from, because
Where did
like,
it come from? And I
Where is his tail coming from? I regret.
spaghetti.
This is
You
your
guys
I
were
like-
like, you
I
guys
like
were
the
like,
phrase.
oh
He
no,
has such a nice
don't
ass
get
for
off
such a small
topic, and
lad.
now
I
you
like
guys are like this.
Oh wait, those are from the same panel. I think Cody's wait. Oh, I bet you Cody fell on top of David, but not in a weird way. Not in a weird way.
Yeah, or maybe he just
No.
passed out.
Yeah, he
You
passed
know.
out and he fell over.
yeah.
with him.
Just
That's
dies.
Sorry for the dogs.
It's okay.
It's
They're
okay.
lovely. I
They-
think I'm gonna take Charmy out so he can participate as well.
Sure.
Charmy can't even talk.
Shut the fuck up.
Cody does a deep voice. I imagine like
threatened.
what kind of deep voice? Like he's trying to like I'm a cool person type of voice, or he's like
He's like, hey guys.
Ooh.
I get Miles
Hey.
Morales vibes, like officer, I love you.
Hey, hey,
What
Moonsy.
things did we want to talk about?
I'm Mr. Superhero Cody. I don't know what to say honestly.
Tailbone.
I'm bad at
Tailbone.
improvising. I'm sorry. Okay, so what are we going to talk about first?
Charmy is
We
now
already
in the
talked about
podcast.
asses, so
Hey, okay, who? Oh, episode 16. Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh yeah, we'll
See,
just cover-
Wispy. Okay.
Calm
Okay.
down.
you sound like Ida right now, Wispy.
Episode 16. Go through the episodes.
Okay, but
Okay. So we'll go through.
so
and
they
point
pretty
out
much
anything.
wait, sorry.
We'll go through and point out anything that's kind of theory worth, right? Through the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David,
I guess.
do it.
What
Yeah.
was F16? Wait,
That
I
was
need to
where David went home, and then the kidnapper showed up at the very end.
Oh yeah, Mateo is best dad.
Yeah, he
But
no
yeah.
no 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 no
He
didn't-
no
He's
Felix
watching
dad.
football with
Like
Felix dad.
Oh yeah.
Mateo didn't fix the computer.
Yeah.
like
But
yeah, like
that was
I
is so. Oh, go. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, you can go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
Okay,
I'm
then
just
I
gonna-
go.
Yeah, go.
I'm
Go.
Okay then. Well, I think maybe when I first read the chapter, the first thing that caught my attention was the fact that Mattel isn't like those, because my fear when I read the scene of the car crash, I thought it was going to be kind of like those child is complaining about dumb adult thing, and other adult is like, no, you were the wrong one. No, you must have been on the middle of the street. And mother was like, no, and mother was like full on on David's side.
Oh, he
and
was
I
like
thought
that
was-
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
he
you
was
hit
like,
my
let's
kid?"
fire him. Let's ask for the police department. Let's all fire him. And
Mateo's like, can I speak to your manager?
Mateo is Lalin scares Karen. But like,
He's not like other
so-
dads.
He's not like
I am the manager.
I
Um,
am.
Yeah.
Where's your dog?
And like, and I thought it was interesting, the little detail about the fact that the computer is broken, because first of all, can he like try to open the file again? I want to see if the file is still there. Like maybe the file disappeared after he tried the first time.
Because
Like,
because
I
the
don't think.
SD card didn't go anywhere. It was still in his
Yeah,
computer.
like it was still in his
Yeah. Wait,
computer
really?
for all we know. No, if no one touched there, if Mario didn't went there and change everything. So
well, I have an idea as to what happened with the SD card, because the SD card was broken and then it was fixed and all that. But in episode 10, David's sister says, "I know who did it. Like it was the shadow." And I thought that somebody could have broken into the house and somehow gotten to the computer because they knew
Cody.
about the SD card.
Cody.
Maybe it was another kidnapper.
wow, Cody. I don't think.
Sorry,
That's
but
not
you
boys.
say someone broke into the house and you think Cody.
Well,
I
He's
don't
a
know.
murderer and a trespass.
Yes, but
Chaotic good.
yeah, because the sister said that it was a shadow, which would make sense if the person was just wearing dark clothing. Because
Hmm.
Wait, but
Oh
wait,
god.
first of all, how would Cody know that he had the SD card though? Like, would he follow him or?
That sounds like a
I-
David thing to have an SD card.
well, David found the camera and
Wait, he
Mhm.
talked about it. He talked about it in
yeah,
in
but I don't know if
school.
that was
Wait,
before. or
what?
yeah,
after.
that's the thing that I was going to ask.
And then Eric
like,
made fun of him for not back.
yeah,
So-
that was the thing that I was talking about. Like, did
Oh.
he actually mention about
Yeah,
the thing? Oh,
this is
Jesus
really
Christ.
interesting. I've never thought about this before.
So
Yeah, like-
David found the SD card. He went to school and talked about it. Cody went fuck. And then that night he broke into David's house and did something.
But did
computer.
continue.
Oh, that was it. It's fine.
No.
No, but like maybe, but did Cody like connect the dots? Because it could have been another SD card, and Cody doesn't seem the type of person that thinks much forward, and like it doesn't seem to predict the stuff that's going to happen, considering all things considered. So maybe he just didn't connect the dots, or maybe he didn't heard. Also, I don't think it's Cody, because the whole Cody SD card thing was what is an after discover thing. It's a thing that was added, and the shadow thing is something that was already planned. It was already there on the discover version. So I don't think
What
that's
if-
the case.
It could be a kidnapper. I don't know.
Maybe I don't think the SD card is a kidnapper thing, because like
Yeah.
I kind of separate
Felix.
the two.
I don't think that anyone went into the house
No, me
But those
personally.
haunting the virus came in and was like, you know what? I'm gonna fix it for him. And then he just did it. What a nice
Exactly.
ghost.
David's family needs to fix their locks if like two people
Yeah.
broke in. Like-
Yeah,
I
that's
went
true.
through
A
the
lot of
episode.
people
Santa
are
Claus.
It was Santa.
So many people are just walking in. David's
Exactly.
house.
Wait, they have a charming meme of Santa.
It's like they're in
When
Australia,
Santa
isn't it?
real?
Cheese.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
that
and
was.
Now we have to explain that. Should we explain that to the viewers?
I think
I
that's
don't
a
want
good
Ghost
idea.
to
I
be a
think
criminal.
it's a great idea.
If we just
I
leave
think
that with
that's a
no
great idea.
context, how would that
House
sound?
broken into once. Anyway,
So are we going to leave it without a context? Or
I
just-
think
Yes.
we should share it with the viewers.
Okay.
Ghost is gonna
quick-
become a war criminal if we announce it.
Cheese broke down.
Can I read
into
what
a
Wispy
house.
said?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What if Cody was covered in smoke because he went down the chimney because he knows Santa goes that way?
What?
He becomes
believes in
Santa.
Oh my goodness, and Termy
Hopefully
meme.
he's not claustrophobic. Ho ho ho.
Okay, that's it. Get out.
No.
So back on track, I went through the episode and David found obviously had the SD card, and at school he says maybe we can find something that shows it was a demon, and Felix is mentioned, well, we had something but you broke it, and then Eric basically tells him off.
Haha, loser. Imagine not making backups of everything you have.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, and I love how that like gives a reference to later when
Yeah,
Cody
yeah.
tries to delete.
When I
Yeah.
saw that, I low-key screamed when I saw that bit.
Everybody
Okay, but
did a
Cody
demonic
needs
scream
to-
in unison.
Cody needs to work on his expressions. Like they're like, "Woo, the backup's gone." He just like, really?
Yeah, like Cody was
so
super
unhappy.
suspicious just,
He-
just for his expressions.
yeah.
He was like,
Easy
so
to read.
fuck
It
my
makes you
life,
wonder
know?
how he like even
Made
kept
it
his
this
secret
far.
for that long. Yeah.
Yeah, like how did
Yeah.
he make that far?
Yeah, David's like,
That
man, I
must
wonder if
have
you'll
done
see
a
any
lot of
reptiles.
dirty
And
work.
Cody's just like, haha, yep.
Seven must have done a lot of dirty work. Wait, someone deleted a message. What
Oh
was
my God.
that, you dirty fuck?
What, Ami, was that you?
Wait, what did she say?
She said, "Imagine not having
Sorry.
backups of your porn."
Oh my god. You need to stop.
Oh my god! Cody's
Oh.
I'm saving that.
It's a dream come true.
Cody goes to a Halloween party dressed
Wait a
up
minute, did
as
he kill Santa Claus?
Excuse me, I
everyone
have
said,
that as
why
my
is Santa on
wallpaper.
Halloween?
He would.
May I ruin this moment now?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a
Mhm.
movie where you kill Santa to become the Santa Claus, so.
No.
That's who he
No.
murdered. He murdered Santa Claus.
Yes,
Oh my
Cody
God.
is a murderer. He would fucking murder Santa Claus.
Oh my
Why?
Well, you know what they say: you are what you eat. You know.
God. What? He came in through the back door because apparently no one in
He can
David's
lock it.
family
Yeah, I
locks
think
the
He
doors.
closed their doors.
Yeah, I think I
Oh,
legit
wait, the
think
vent.
that David's house is just completely unprotected. Like apparently it's just all open. Just like
Why
what if
is-
the kidnappers
Why
left the
is
door
Coco
unlocked?
outside? She
Doing
needs
nothing.
to come inside.
Wait,
Yeah,
Cody,
Coco
Coco
didn't
is
do
outside?
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coco
Assuming?
was just
Yeah.
outside the entire time.
Yeah.
I
Why
don't want to
did-
be
she-
involved in this.
she should have like Cody he's like running to David's house to go save him, and Coco like jumps onto his tail and starts biting.
No,
That's
what
why
if
it took
Coco. What if Coco starts to just like flipping out when she sees Cody? Like the same way she does with like people that she knows. Like she's like, "Oh, friend, pet with me," because she knows Cody. You know?
and
Oh.
they go back to the house, and that's how David finds out who it is.
What if Coco
Yeah,
is
like-
one of the kidnappers?
It was Coco.
Oh, there you
know
go.
what? Cody took so long to get into David's house.
What's in reptile?
Wait, Coco hates Cody.
No,
No,
he was
it's just a
probably
joke.
petting Coco outside the whole time. Fuck you.
So, brothers, what should we talk about?
Yeah, like where's
well,
the list?
I didn't
I
write
have
it.
a list. I have a list.
Oh yeah, should we go to
Thank
episode
you.
17? Like what was
17.
said?
Which
Yeah, we
which
might
one
as
was
well-
that?
It was the one where they were running away from the kidnappers. They're right before
Yeah.
Felix gets drugged.
And David threw the pot, not Felix.
Okay.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
ghost.
And you
Right,
still
ghost.
owe me drawing Charmy. That was the deal.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to ask
Yeah.
for drawings.
Yeah.
Draw me Selena, you coward.
Who betted this? Like,
It
Like,
was
oh
me,
God, it was
Scrub,
obvious.
Cheese, and who else?
Butter.
he was
And
obvious.
It was a
butter.
mistake. It was a mistake, is what it was.
A very
Yeah.
big mistake.
You bet. You were all,
Well,
oh
I
yeah,
knew it
that's
was
Felix.
David.
Look at his hair. And I was like, where's his earring? And you're like, look at the fucking clothing. And I was
Blathy
like,
saved
that's
me
the
from
shoulders.
choosing the bad side.
Hey.
His
Well,
eyebrows showed me the way.
the first
I'm
thing
sorry.
about the first thing about this episode is
Wait, what was the alarm? Was podcast was like.
Oh, wait. I have water. Wait.
I go say.
shut the fuck up. Shut
Hey.
the fuck up.
What is
Let
happening?
me
Hey.
finish.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
Okay.
Okay. So the
Izaki
first thing
said
in the,
no.
the first
do
thing
you-
in the episode that I would like to bring up is the fact that David and Felix make eye contact multiple times while their eyes are glowing. So when this whole thing is blown over, Felix is definitely going to bring that up. And because David already had the whole, like, oh, what's shiny eyes? And they called him shiny eyes. After this, David is definitely going to know that something's messed up with his eyes.
But wasn't Felix unconscious during that last part?
He was,
Yeah.
but
Why?
David,
Yeah,
but David
Like in some almost all like episode 17, David's eye glow, so probably he noticed.
Yeah.
Some
he looked.
Okay, he
looked,
should have noticed. He stared right at him.
he
Yeah.
definitely noticed. I
Felix
think.
He
is
needs
just blind.
glasses.
But,
too.
like,
I
What
would have
if-
said something though.
But what if, like, Felix is actually hiding this from David? Then he will say that he didn't know, even if he did.
Yeah, David
Oh,
seems like
yeah.
the type to do that.
I don't like that.
What's the
Let's
point
go
of hiding it just to
very-
prove that you're right?
The other thing is the Bossman in episode 18 and at the end of episode 17, him hanging up the phone. I think there was a discussion about whether or not he was hanging up the phone with just I don't give a shit about these kids, or whether he's hanging up the phone like, oh, I feel bad about doing this. So we
Oh
were,
no,
like,
he
trying-
knows. He knows it's
I
that.
think he feels bad for
knows.
Felix and not David.
Yeah.
But it's whether
No,
or not
he-
he's
Oh, keep
it's
going.
whether or not he's doing this for the reason of something selfish like getting their powers or something, or whether he's doing this to protect the town or to protect the kids.
No, it's definitely selfish. I think he hung. Oh wait, these are the kids we're kidnapping. I'm gonna stop talking to them because I'm not helping them get away from the people I literally hired to kidnap them.
Hired.
What if he,
Yeah.
like,
Hired.
I'm assuming it's hiring, either that or holding them against their will. One of
it's
the
a
two.
government experiment,
Honestly, I
I'm telling
think
you.
That's something on the
Cody is
list. We need to
experiment.
talk about that. I have some observations about like the people, about the whole gang situation. I have a lot
Yep.
of thoughts about. But
All right,
let's-
start.
Let's guard. No, well, it's supposed for me to talk now. I was thinking that we should talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
Like when we start talking about episode. What was the last episode?
19.
19.
Yeah, when we start talking
Yeah.
about episode 19, I talk about because that's when it's mentioned the thing that I'm gonna mention.
All right.
So should we move on to episode 18?
Ooh, yeah.
Sure.
Yes.
That was when where Kody showed up at the end, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's
Looking
where
badass.
David's
The
powers.
telekinesis.
His
Yeah, the
powers, my new
telekinesis.
favorite topic.
Yeah, powers.
He has telekinetic powers. He
Yeah,
made
like
the
Feely
freaking
No.
chair, the chair
Misty
fall.
White.
Depressed.
He's not wrong.
And the
Oh my
butterfly also showed up here. But
Oh yeah.
why wouldn't it attack?
I mentioned it Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Yes, look that the
Poltergeist?
I
chat.
forgot
I
what
don't
that
think
Look at
is.
the
it's a
chat.
poltergeist.
David is the poltergeist because he's half dead.
Oh,
Thank you, Edwin.
Anima theory.
sorry for fucking dogs.
The butterfly showed up.
When
not-
David uses powers.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
light up.
I
think
think
it was
the
a
butterfly
prediction.
can only help him with things in the spirit world.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
He was
Cause
able
like,
to.
you know the
But
Valor
the
theory?
butterfly actually knocked stuff.
If the
Like it was
demons
Am I your
influencing stuff.
dog?
Nah, sorry.
Yeah,
If
can you
the
like
Yeah, that.
there's the butterfly.
maybe
Okay, so
maybe they're like a guardian in a way.
like
The butterfly is
I think it's
Valor.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. She's kind of just like, yo, David, you doing okay? And he's like, no, I'm getting kidnapped.
Yeah, but like,
She's like, okay.
but like, but
She's
honestly,
a butterfly.
I'm just.
Like, she
Whoa,
could
the
crash at any
butterfly!
moment.
Look at that. The butterfly is one of my favorites.
Really?
That's interesting.
Hmm.
Oh my god,
Hmm.
it's I think with this statement, I actually think Butterfly might be like Butterfly, the person, Butterfly, the leader of the amino butterfly.
Oh my
Ellie.
god.
I think she might be right. Lappy, with this statement, I'm starting
Excuse
to
me?
change sides.
Excuse
I
me?
think it could be. I think it could be Ellie.
I agree. I think it's Valor.
Excuse me?
Wait, I can actually defend the theory of it being I don't know how to pronounce her name, Alice. I'll just call her Alice.
Like with this, only with this statement, I'm like, okay, it may be Alice, Alicia, Alice or was it?
Alicia.
To be
Alicia,
fair,
okay.
on the art of her
Alicia.
being a spirit keeper and the whole dead thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was. It's because I'm thinking Alicia is one of Izaki's older OCs. Like it's one of the oldest ones. And it also has a like spiritual symbolism associated to her, and she doesn't seem to have any type of like role Izaki, any role on Laliska so far, but she needs to be really important. She's such an old character. So and with Izaki saying she's one of my favorite OCs, the only thing I can think of, oh my fuck, it's it's her. If Butter is right, she's going remind us of it for forever. Lappy, you're going to become Butter's slave.
I feel betrayed.
I've been singing that longer than you, so who's the real winner? Got him.
I feel personally attacked right now.
I just see.
I'm
both
not
sides of the
saying
coin.
that it can't be. It can't be Valor. It can still be Valor. Valor is still a very
Valor.
Valor.
The Vor.
What the fuck? It can't
Her
be
name is
still
Vor
Valor.
now.
It can still be her, but like but really though, I'm just saying that that it could also be Alicia at this point, and I'm just saying that if Butterfly is correct, I don't want to be so massacred.
Oh fuck!
I don't want to just be tortured.
There's such a plot twist.
Maybe they're moths. Those could be moths. They're
Yes, those are
to the
moths.
light. Maybe they're moths.
Also, I searched for the meaning of the name Alicia, and I ended up in the baby names website.
No, I know a trustworthy site where it can see like the meaning of the name. Wait a second. And also there's a grave for Alicia.
So,
on the drawing.
how does the
Ali-
demon know Alicia if she's a butterfly?
Alicia
She
is
just died.
dude.
What?
Yes,
What?
dude.
What if like
Yeah.
let's say if based on this drawing, like this drawing could just be a drawing, a random drawing, but in the tombstone, like in the grave, beside Alicia, there's there's a grave written Ali, then it's covering it's Alicia. So if we consider that this grave is Alicia's,
It
the
is
date on the
Alicia's.
grave,
Right.
the date is on the 19th century.
No, that looks like the 18 at the bottom.
19 exactly
18
19th
something too.
century. The 19th century is the centuries of the 18th. That's how
Right.
centuries work. Just saying.
I'm a
Okay.
little dummy thick. I'm sorry.
Alicia is an anima.
Yeah, like now it kind of makes it, and she's a child. So like she could be a child who died too early. She doesn't have any type of any deeds that could make her go to heaven or hell. So she
Jeez.
becomes an animal. Things, Bloppy, I'm sorry.
This ruins my theory, but
It could have been related to TV.
Bloppy, I'm very sorry. I'm legitimately very sorry. I'm sorry for myself.
why?
I believe
No, it's
in the
why
follow
you
theory a lot.
apologizing?
Apologies.
The clones
Because,
have turned
because
against
I
each
feel
other.
like a traitor. Because I feel like a traitor.
Well, the time that she died around was when TV was a thing, and I'm pretty sure
Oh,
that
yeah.
children. Yeah, so.
Oh my fuck!
What?
Oh.
Am I
okay.
missing something?
I still really
my
believe in the
fucking
TV
God.
stuff.
I think I'm missing something.
I think
I
they
don't
mean that it could have
understand.
been announced on TV.
Oh.
I wasn't paying
Um,
attention.
Okay, so are we going to happen? Okay,
What?
so
What was? Well,
okay.
explain.
Okay, what is happening? What is happening? Basically,
Explain.
based on that drawing, that means that Alicia is a girl, like a child, or like a young teenager who died on the 19th century, which is apparently the date where the tuberculosis thing was still like happening. So she
Yeah.
could have died on the building while the building was working. She could have been like she could has died on the building where we saw, since we know actually the listeners doesn't know that we still haven't explained that yet. Basically, I think cheese was the one that searched
Cheese.
the tuberculosis was
The one.
or was
Cheese.
I
with
searched
the
up a lot of shit
Potter.
for that.
Go ham cheese.
explain please.
About like
The
tuberculosis.
building. The building.
Oh, the
The
building.
building.
Okay. Well, I'll just quickly get onto amino and open theory. But I don't have it written down next to me. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
So fast.
So, what did you actually want me to say?
Just explain what the building is.
Tuberculosis thing. The listeners know. Explain from the beginning. We're on a
Okay.
podcast.
Okay, so in the theory, it just about how we were told that the building in episode 0 was a tuberculosis, and that would explain why the building is kind of in the middle of nowhere, far away from the town, because it's a really deadly disease, and so it was kind of being contained in that area because it's airborne. And then it was about what it affects, and blood, coughing up blood is one of the symptoms of tuberculosis, and in episode 0 we see a lot of symbolism, blood, bloody handprints, blood coming out of the Virgin Mary's eyes. We see bloody prints. So I just kind of thought that could have been connected. And I know that blood is really common in thriller comics, but it was kind of paired with a deceased spirit in the building, and I thought that if that spirit in the building had died of tuberculosis, which can be a pretty bloody disease, then
Sorry
they may
for the
have
dog.
kind of blood around, and that was.
I'd clap, but there's a lizard on my hand.
Okay, I clap her.
Woo!
Clap, clap, clap.
Okay, so that's another theory for the theory list that we're making for the amino, because people need to know the main theories.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically knowing this information about the building and etc., maybe Alicia, she was a girl that died that while the building was still working. So, and she might have become an anima because why she might have become an anima? Because according to the mythos of animas, animas are basically spirits that couldn't go to heaven or hell. And normally, spirits that like are too innocent, spirits that didn't accomplish anything in life. And normally, someone that didn't accomplish anything in life would be a child or a teenager. It didn't have the chance. It died too early. So it makes sense for her to become an anima. She doesn't have enough deeds in life to move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
So the point is, things are kind of fitting together. The butterfly to be Alicia.
Now I'm upset.
See, both sides of
It
the
makes
coin.
sense.
Be positive.
Oh,
No.
poor Boapi. I have enough things to go through.
I can
Don't
taste
worry,
the
Bo.
salt in Virginia from here.
The salt from my tears.
Oh.
It's okay. I didn't write the Valor part anyway, so it's okay.
Wait,
All right.
wait, but you did publish
It's
a theory.
okay. I what?
No.
You published a Valor theory.
Oh no, I meant the anima theory. There's a Valor section in the anima theory because she's.
Okay, I think
I
you
thought
can
she was
still.
in.
I think you could still put there. Like, it's not completely scrapped. It's just saying that Alicia might actually. I'm so pissed because I.
What does
Butter
this
too
mean?
much. Like, I was like, Butter, don't be silly. It's not Alicia, you dummy. She had like no evidence whatsoever for Alicia to be the butterfly, but she's saying no. Alicia is the fucking butterfly. Actually, with no
Check
fucking
the
Oh wait,
chat.
Isaki
butter
wants
doesn't
me
work.
to
Check the
explain
chat.
mine. Can I explain mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you didn't explain that already in the podcast.
I don't
Isn't there
remember.
more added to the theory?
Explain
Yeah,
again.
there was
Fuck
more.
it.
There was more.
Okay, explain.
Okay, so basically, I think that Valor is the butterfly, and she is an anima because when David jumped off the bridge, he died, and then when Valor defeated the demon, it's like she beat the game. So when you beat the game, it's over. So since she was in the game, but she won, she should be able to go beyond the game because she won. I said that. She won, so she gets out and she becomes an anima. And since she fulfilled David's end of the deal, which was that he wanted everything to go back to normal, so he comes back to life, and that's her. She fulfilled her end of the deal, but David still has to fulfill his end of the deal, which is to create her own world and make her queen and everything. So she follows him around as the butterfly and protects him so that way he can fulfill his end of the deal.
True.
And that's my theory.
Can I add something?
Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
The wish of David was like everything back to normal and be happy. And some members in the theory chat were saying that the meaning of the color yellow was happiness
Oh yeah.
and things.
His eyes!
Yes.
Yeah.
That makes
I had-
sense.
Guys,
Maru
guys,
has to go. Everyone say bye, Maru. Thank you
Oh,
for
bye,
coming.
Maru.
Maru has to go. Okay.
Good
Bye,
night.
Maru.
I had
Maru.
a theory about the yellow stuff with the sun.
Yeah, I
I'm
also
still
wanted
right.
to talk about that. I also wanted to talk about that actually.
Alright, do you want to go about that?
Should we talk about that?
Sure.
Okay, then let's talk about the sunflowers. So basically, one person on the theory chat said that made the observation that when the flowers appeared on episode 0, they were like decaying flowers. They weren't just normal happy flowers. They were like dying.
Yeah, they were on the
Scattered
ground.
in the ground.
Mm.
Yeah, they were on the ground, scattered around. And when and in the little like and on delete that's my observation. And on delete and everyone's observation that I added to the Neil was eating the
Juicy.
eating.
Chubbs!
What's happening?
Oh my
No.
god,
Hey.
What's happening?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Fix
God.
your
That was
mic.
chubby.
Wow.
That hurt.
That's
Chubby.
how we know
That
fucking
hurt.
Chubbo's on.
Let's
Oh
get
my
out.
god.
That was so said. Okay, chubby
Good
is here.
afternoon.
Please get headphones.
God.
In the middle, yeah, Moonsey was talking.
Okay then. Let's pretend. Let's pretend he isn't here. Guys, let's pretend he isn't here. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, Moonsey, just keep going. Just keep going. Keep going.
Okay. So, on the lead, Neil was eating the sunflower seeds, and while he was eating the sunflower seeds, David was like sad, and he was about to. He actually already committed suicide, considering the time of the is like the little time between David jumping and he getting out. So like David's dying, and Neil is eating the sunflower seed, but so you would think that the sunflowers mean something bad, but actually in the drawing that Isaki did of David, where he looks where he looks extremely happy. The sunflowers are healthy and the sunflowers are shining, and the whole drawing has like this positive energy to it. So like what I'm saying is that the sunflower symbolism is directly correlated to David. Like it literally represents David's well-being and the energy of the environment. So like
Yeah.
when something bad is happening, like something is bad is happening to a sunflower, let's say, and if something good is a sunflower symbolism will appear. Yeah, that drawing, the sunflower symbolism will appear like as a happy one, as a healthy. So, and maybe that's correlated to the nature of his powers, because according to the demon he is a pure innocent soul. I think his naiveness and he's like, and the fact that he believed, because think about it, the symbol of the butterfly is related to always looking towards the sun, always being positive. That can also be interpreted as believing in a wish, believing, praying, thinking things are going to get all right. That's basically what happened to David. He prayed for something bad and then for something good, and then he started to believe that life was going good. Even the fact that it were sunflower seeds that Neil was eating makes sense, because he wasn't actually looking towards the future at that. Was just seed. He wasn't bloomed yet. He didn't discover the valor of life yet. So it makes sense they were seeds. It makes sense they were being eaten, because if he died, he wouldn't get the chance to actually discover this seed to to follow life that he discovered later. So the butterflies, I think the sunflowers are a symbolism to his desire to live, to the desire that originated his powers, to the innocence that originated his powers, and because of it, they're going to be correlated with him using those powers in the future.
Or maybe Neil just likes eating sunflowers.
To be fair, roasted sunflower seeds are tasty. You should try them. I don't care what you say, Butter. They're good.
Off topic.
I do agree with that idea with the sunflowers.
Also, sorry, I just want to point something real quick. Butterflies pollinate flowers. That's not a coincidence.
That's cool. Wait a second. I need to.
Somebody
Okay,
needs
go
to
ahead,
make
Cheese.
this. I just looked up the definition of sunflowers a while ago, and there were a bunch of different things that it meant, like loyalty, but kind of all of it boiled down to just happiness. So seeing sunflowers on the floor, withered and dying, like somebody pointed out in the theory chat, and having them like covered in blood and trampled, you would think would obviously be negative.
Yeah. Maybe it means there's still hope.
That sounds like
I doubt it.
Turn your
Wow.
Oh my god, I literally have him turned down like almost all the way, but that was still really loud.
That was very loud.
It's just me. I'm like.
That's a good
Floppy
thing,
is
though.
the ultimate sunflower. No homo.
That is very
that's
homo, to be honest.
That's pretty gay.
Yeah.
Is there
Also, I got here late, so I didn't get an introduction.
Hi, Chubbs.
But I'm Chubbs because I'm a special boy.
Who's your favorite character and
Chubbs,
why?
say your favorite character and why.
and why? Oh no.
Well, Cody's evil, so no.
I don't think
Wow.
he's evil.
Oh, there
Fuck
you.
you, Chabo.
I
Even
think he's
music, he
evil.
said, "Wow."
That's my theory.
Wow.
Okay, but basically Tobias, he's like
Tobias.
Ami.
It's the BS.
Just
It's
drink
the
it.
BS. I'm with Ami.
Toby.
Bruh, I can't speak actual words.
Toby, yes.
Tobias.
The
Can I
BS.
do what Miko said?
I'm gonna butcher that later.
Toast. Toby. Okay,
Toby's just an innocent little boy. I mean, how can you not?
Boba.
My family is here.
How many people said Cody?
A lot, actually.
Hello.
Yeah,
I think
everybody
it
did.
was the majority. It was
I believe it.
Cody.
Can I read what Miko said about the sunflowers?
Oh yeah.
Like, since they're all dead and withered, wouldn't it mean that all hope is lost?
Oh, that's less cute.
But it makes sense because in
It does.
Because in the church scene, what do you think? Oh snap! I'm dead, Buster Rudies.
Like, it's a
So
dead
you'd kind of lose
child,
hope in that
and you're
situation.
upset.
But the hope was Cody.
Wow.
Or not. Haha.
He's not evil.
He literally killed someone. He's like, hey, that was good.
It's going to be Chubby's new crazy theory.
You are a good guy, but that does not mean you are a good guy.
Hey, Chubbs, do you want to go ahead and say your Cody theory now? Because it keeps coming up.
Yeah, sure. I don't have anything planned, but I'm just gonna stand
Well, I thought
up.
you said you did.
Oh, I just said I wanted to talk about it. I didn't say I had anything planned.
Go ahead.
Do it, Buster.
Alright. Okay, so basically, I can't think. Oh, shit. Okay,
Take
so
your
basically,
time,
Cody,
sweetie.
you know Cody?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Cody's
I know
a
Cody.
person. No, he's not exactly a person. He's like half.
Cody's a reptilian. Be respectful.
Exactly. I see how bad I can't English. I called.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, he's half reptilian, right? So we were talking about what's his other half. Is he half human? Or...
He's half human.
Cody's crying in the distance.
He doesn't get treated very well by the fandom. Wasn't there one point where everyone wanted to see if he could fly? So they threw him off.
And they like threw him off. Oh my god, let me get the comic. Hold on, let me
Get
He's
it,
a
please.
flying squirrel.
I got it. Let me.
No, he's one of those gliding.
No, the dragon.
The little Draco, whatever they're called.
Sugar.
I'll find it. Fly.
Fly.
So funny story about that.
He just dies.
Cocky
Bye,
was talking
go.
about
With his reptilian.
Stay safe.
Cody is the Draco lizard.
Reptilian.
Oh, bye, Cheese.
Healing factor.
Bye,
Thank you for
Cheese.
coming.
I love-
Cheese going to. Wait. What theory thing?
I don't
Explain.
know.
You have lots of theories.
This is Cody.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Imagine if he develops wings later on because he's fucking royalty of the reptilians. Did you explain the royalty?
Can I?
Yeah, we should explain that.
I personally think he's like a dragon breed, but since he's half human, that like makes his other half reptilian.
Well, I
so,
mean,
like,
he's
the
not
royalty part isn't
confirmed
him.
half human, but I
But
think
it-
he's
it-
half human. Like he's
yeah,
got
that's
to
what I
be.
think.
He could be half elf. Like what?
Oh, that's what she's wanted to say was the half.
Yeah, the elf
Oh.
theory. Oh yeah, the reptile. I think first we need to explain the reptile hierarchy.
I see
course.
Ghost again.
He's not
You
an
think
elf.
he's
Fuck.
human?
I also think he's human.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looks
I
too
think he's
elf.
human.
I'm with Cheese in this one. I'm the crazy. All characters are super mystical creatures in the
Well,
team.
he's a reptilian already.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's only half. He needs to be full on.
Let him be
boring.
half
Let him be
reptilian,
an elf.
please.
Like
He's half and
fairies
he's
is one of
stronger
the
than
only
two
mystical.
kidnappers.
Well, I think he looks too much like a human. Like two different
pretty powerful
creatures
compared
got
to
real
the other.
freaky with each other.
Oh my god, I have this old
What if
comic
he-
of a girl
what if
staring at a
he's
lizard.
Alien?
That's an experiment, Cody.
Oh yeah, then
Oh.
there's the experiment Cody theory. You know, I just think
No.
somebody banged a lizard. That
Wow. Oh my god.
That's what I think. Oh, I've drawn that
Oh,
before.
you know what happens in Wolf
Cool.
Oh my
Children?
god.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Oh
okay,
my
what
god,
is-
you know what happened in Wolf Children?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
so
It's a
some girl banged a lizard man. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
apparently Izaki just confirmed that, apparently.
Huh?
I
Nah,
was
maybe-
right.
Wait, but
Whoa.
when you're saying that what happened in Wolf Children, you're saying they fucked while the guy was in reptilian form? Like he was full on reptilian and they were just
What the
banging.
heck is this movie about?
Oh,
I
it's
didn't
about this girl
confirm,
who
okay.
fucks a werewolf.
What the
Weirdly enough, I based one aspect of my story on that because
Banging wolves.
it's fucking me.
Will that
anyway.
happen in Lalin's Curse? Because there will be werewolves in Lalin's Curse. So, who's banging the furry?
What?
Toby.
Somebody. Toby.
No one's touching Moose. What?
What?
I think
What?
no one understood what I said, so let's just
No.
forget it.
I can
What?
read
It
Ghost's theory if needed. I don't know.
Okay, do you wanna go ahead?
Yeah, this is like class all over again. Anyways, this is the one. Kody gets called murderer in episode 19, and the kidnappers who now know. No, never mind. Somebody else can
Do you
read.
want
I'm gonna
do you want me to do
Let
it?
me read it.
Please, I just realized I can't
Okay,
speak
I called
either.
dibs. Cody gets called a murderer in episode.
I call.
Shut up.
Oh,
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Whatever.
Cody gets called a murderer in episode 19. Kidnappers who we now know are reptilians say that Cody killed one of us. Quote, I think this is both referring to them working under the Bossman and being reptilians. Cody doesn't deny this, but rather says that they're more guilty, or most probably guilty of murder too, making it seem like Cody has killed someone before. With this in mind, with them saying that Cody has killed one of them, who could that person be? A reptilian under Bossman's control that Cody killed. It could possibly be someone we haven't seen yet, but I think we've known about them since episode 1 of Lalin's Curse. The murder victim. It would make sense that this person was involved. It wouldn't make sense for this random dude to be targeted by a reptilian. We know that there would have had to have been two reptilians there, as the idea that a human could sever a reptilian's hand is not very likely. And we know the hand is reptilian because of the scales and claws. So why would the male victim / possible reptilian working for Bossman have been in the woods? The witness. The woman there was led into the woods by Bossman's worker to be abducted. As we saw with David, the Bossman is sending reptilians to take Paranormal. If this woman was Paranormal and the Bossman found out, it would make sense that he sent one of his servants after the girl. This most likely leads to Cody attacking the man before he can hurt the girl, murdering him in the fight, thus having his hand severed in the process. When the police and the Bossman show up to the crime, the Bossman hides the severed hand under the structure in the woods, putting it in a black rubbish bag. Oh, that's very Australian. I lost my spot. Wait, black rubbish bag where the gang later finds it. It could also have been another person working under the boss, and that moved it, such as one of the kidnappers. The reason they would want to get rid of it is obvious. It's evident Paranormal and the Bossman public. As we can see with him trying to disregard the scale. After this, Kody comes back and moves the hand without his mask, being confronted with the kidnapper. Why would the kidnapper be there or watching them in the first place? Since this is before they know about David, I think the reason would have to do with the Bossman and their murdered comrade. This would explain why the kidnapper knows Kody. He recognized for a tail. We also know that a fight happened from the scratches and the many the witness gained. I'm still unsure as to how Kody found out about the abduction of the woman that was going to happen. Perhaps he overheard a conversation or was near the couple / watching them when he noticed the male had a weapon / was able to tell he was a reptilian. He could have also seen him holding a needle or him having red eyes. That's it.
There's another thing to
part
add.
2. Should I read that as well?
Yeah, read.
Okay. Another thing to add to the idea that Kody murdered save the unaware paranormal female is that Kody was shocked and even looked offended that the female thought he wanted to eat her. This would make sense if he was trying to help her rather than hurt her, which I think is the case. The only problem with this theory is that the woman didn't seem to be a shiny eyes person, as fear usually triggers it, and she was have that when seeing her friend being murdered. Though it's possible that Isaki didn't want to include that as Hanaki. She also didn't seem to know about paranormals calling an obviously reptilian a demon. It may seem unlikely that she's paranormal, but is still unaware that she is. But David probably would have grown to be an unaware adult too, if he hadn't had the unfortunate event of riding into the Bossman's car. So this is why I think Kody killed a reptilian in the best interest of the witness and is still reasonably innocent. The end.
Woo.
Applause.
Whoa.
Clapping for cheese. I have a lizard on my hand.
Clap the lizard.
Okay, my theory kind of like goes into that, but it's like
Or do you want to go for it?
okay. Yeah, okay, so the 2 kidnappers that were there, at least one of them was confirmed reptilian, if not both of them. Both of them probably are, but at least one of them was confirmed, because he said he's seen Kody, then he attacked Kody. But why would he do this? Fake flashback, not real. Boom, I win. But also, that wouldn't make much sense, because I don't make much sense. I need to make more sense, and I just fell off the couch.
Good job.
What?
Okay. That made no sense, but I can make sense after this.
Yeah, do you want to break it down?
So basically, okay, I'm trying to.
I wish I had my memes organized.
That was a fake.
I have a perfect meme.
That
for
was
this.
a fake flashback, and Kody is actually evil because he works for the Bossman, and that's the reason that in the fight between Kody and the 2 kidnappers, then that's why neither of them transformed, or at least one of them didn't, and because he could have, and it would have helped him fight off Kody more. It didn't really look like they were trying to hurt Kody as much. It's like they could have transformed into a reptilian and fought him back. That would have been the easiest way, but they didn't.
So
Talking is hard.
why did they stab him in the back with a needle?
It was actually a different needle than the one that they stabbed Felix with, because Felix immediately kind of like fell down and started to be affected by it, but Kody not yet.
Yeah, but Cody's not human.
Kody is not human, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be
he's obviously a lot stronger.
Yeah, it should be.
Hey, don't gang up on me.
Oh, I'm just saying. This is a discussion.
Me and
This is a
Blappy
nice
are
discussion,
always
yeah.
ganging up. What are you talking about?
Because they're clones. No one.
We're actually just the same
They're
person.
clones.
Can I add something for a quick second?
Yeah.
When the kidnapper said that Kody killed one of us, quote, I interpreted it as more of killed one of our types, because I was thinking maybe the reptilians have different like types of reptilians, since Cody's skills are teal and theirs are green.
So that's kind of racist.
I just figured it was like one of us on our side, but that's interesting.
I
So we
thought
got like
that
The
Are you telling
teal
me they
and the green.
are you telling me they deal with racism? I mean,
Well, didn't it say that they're very bent on the caste system. Like if you have horns and wings, you're very important. You're at the top. You're like royalty. And if you're not, you're dirt.
oh, maybe that's why they're teaming up on him because they're like, oh, you're higher than us. We gotta kill
He's
you.
a prince.
Like, yeah, maybe. Yeah, this. I don't know how to feel about this.
It's
So is it like a coup?
government strike. Coup d'etat.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
take
yeah,
down
a coup
the
d'etat.
hierarchy. Free the people.
So should
It's like
we
the
like
Civil War.
Down from the hierarchy.
the real
He's a
question is
half-blood
should
prince.
we support Kody or
Yeah,
should we
I love
yeah.
him.
We should support
Support
He's
Cody.
Support
Can
him.
I?
No.
I do think that's the case. Okay, since we're already on the reptilians case, can I have some ideas about this thing. I thought we were going to like, oh wow, racist reptile. Okay.
Yes, there's
So-
a hierarchy, isn't there? For
Yeah, there's a
reptilians.
hierarchy.
So
So,
Cody could be a type of reptilian, blue scales and horns and shit. And then the reason the other ones didn't transform because they're lower in the hierarchy and they don't have those features I have to go by.
Okay, bye.
Bye,
Okay.
cheese.
Bye.
But
Okay, so I have some stuff I want
Alright.
to talk about. We're just wait a
Shoot.
second. I need to find my ear. Wait a second.
Okay.
Oh, should we have mentioned that we were should we have
What?
mentioned that we're talking about episode 19? Like
Oh, yeah. Episode 19.
Oh yeah.
Here I'm back. So I love how we changed up. Like we should be going by the episode, but we kind of just started jumping from topic to
It
topic.
just be like that.
fun.
It works.
Yeah, I guess it worked. I guess, but okay. So should I talk? Yes. I really pity.
no.
He's a prince.
Just
Baby boy.
Chubby's in the background, like no.
He's so cute. Everyone bowed down to the king.
Yeah, the
Hi,
best
G.
prince.
Should I change this to my wallpaper? Or no?
Okay, so what I wanted to say was, I had a few ideas about the whole reptilian situation while I was in the shower, because in the shower is when you have the best idea. So
Shower.
it's true. Anyway, when I think one of the first observations I would like to do is the fact that Maria's theory was right. Like
Her
I
crackhead theory.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Wait, what?
basically the fact that she is right is like the fact that Butterfly is probably right about Alicia. That's it, except in her case, in real life. So she's right. I didn't expect for her to be right, but the idea of two reptilian gangs having fought in an epic battle is probably what happened. And with that, we need to take a few life conclusions. First of all, the fight must have been pretty short. Like the guy must have been killed like rather easily if we think about it, because like easily like kinda, because Kody still lost his hand, but the witness only came when he was already dead. So it could have not like taken a long time for it to happen. So with this information, we note that Kody is much stronger than at the very least the average reptilian that we saw so far. We also, because he can go straight on, like full on against two grown up women, and they are like having a lot of hard time taking him down. So this is already something that proves that. And another observation that I would like to, another idea that I had is that maybe there's some kind of like clan, like a reptilian clan and like different reptilian clans, and those are like are part of like in a specific reptilian group and clan, and that's because why they have different scales. That's another idea that I had. It makes sense because the thing that isn't like that I'm questioning a lot is why they are working for Mr. Bossman, because like the point. Oh my god.
So
That's going
beautiful.
to be the entirety of episode 20.
Yeah. Blue scale game versus green scale game. This seems like a splatfest. Anyway, when so like the thing that's kind of bugging me is because if the reptilians, they are not being forced to work together, because by the way, that the reptilian lady said the seemed pissed about Kody killing
Okay, wait,
the
Bob
forest
or
guy.
Vagine?
I think we're talking about Bob.
So I guess we should
like
explain.
that as well.
Bob is the
Bob.
tall one. Vagine is the short one.
Okay, then.
But
Bob and Vagine.
I can't believe your father is reptilian, Boppy.
Oh my! Shut up!
what?
My dad's name is Bob.
Yeah.
Shut up! Okay, keep
Okay,
going. Keep
Wappy,
going.
are you
So let me
perhaps
read
half
what
scaled?
Bob said.
No
Look,
comment.
what the whole exchange was, I'm gonna break your bone, she's saying about Kody, and then the other, wait, the kid is escaping, and then I'll take care of that. But and no buts, even you can do that. This motherfucker killed one of us. He's gonna pay now. Okay, so based on what she said, in the way that she said, she visibly is pissed. She visibly has a close relationship with the other reptilian by the way she's talking. Like she knows she knows about her limits and stuff. And she
Yeah.
also is referring to the guy that died as one of us. So
One of
they're
us.
not-
One of us.
One of us. One of
Yes.
us. One of
So
us.
so like the point is they're not being forced to work together. And because they're not being forced to work together, I don't think they're being forced to work under Mr. Bossman. Because like does Mr. Bossman just has an entire clan of like reptilians, a fucking pack of reptilians or
Moonsy, I
something?
hate to interrupt, but did you see what Maru just drew?
No, I didn't.
Look.
Well,
Chat.
Oh, that's cute and beautiful.
You turned
Beautiful.
out to
Cody.
interrupt.
Okay, so Mr. Bossman has like a big reptilian party working for him, or they
Party.
have
It's a cult.
Yeah.
cult working for him, or maybe he has like an agreement. Maybe the reptilians want something, because also by the way she's saying like one of us, maybe they have an objective with this. Maybe they
Can I?
actually have a goal with Mr. Bossman, a reason why they're getting the supernatural kids, and probably I also think that they don't like Mr. Bossman, because Mr. Bossman is human, right? Like we have the confirmation that he's human. I don't think they have a good relationship.
He's stinky,
But
man.
okay, that's like the summarization of my thoughts. I think there are races of reptilians. It's obvious that Kody is stronger than them, and the fact that it's visibly like they're visibly like a close group. They're not being forced to work together. Those are the main observations.
Yeah. Plus, it's like, oh, one more thing before scrub. I thought it was interesting because Vagine is is obviously new to the job, because Bob was all like, "Oh, even you can handle that," and she was like, "Oh, okay."
Newbie.
I didn't see
Noob.
that as her being newbie. I see that as her being like the typical incompetent partner, you know? Like
Oh.
she's
So
doing
are
it
you
for a
calling her
long
a
time, but
coward,
she's just
perhaps?
like bad at it, you know? Oh, poor. Yeah, like
Vagine.
I just Vagine, poor Vagine.
F of the chapter, Vagine.
Wow.
Wait, I have
like
this meme.
it's because there's always that one person on the that's always walking behind, you know? That's like the slow one, the weakest one. There's always that one person, you know? That's how I understood that. But it could be a newbie. It could be, I don't know.
Yeah, I took it as like a newbie thing.
I think I just thought of her as her being the typical incompetent person because when Bob said that even her could do that, he sounded really like aggressive. I don't think she would be saying that to a newbie, you know? I think it's more like, oh my god, I'm so done with you. You've done this like 1,000 times. When we learn, go do something useful, you little shit.
Oh shit.
Abusive.
Scrub, did
Anyway,
you
yeah,
want to explain the cult thing?
Kinda. I'm probably just pulling this out of my ass to be honest, but
No,
I
no,
still
go
want to
for
try.
it.
So if it's kind of like a case where they all work under Mr. Bossman, then it could likely result in a cult. Because if they're all like saying like they're willing to do actions for their own kind, which I kind of understand, but if you can manipulate them in a way to only like work for themselves, then that could easily become a cult.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and also about the abusive part, usually women are like less valuable in a cult, like they're used more per se. So if she could even, so it would make sense if in this case Vagine was a girl and Bob treated her horribly.
But isn't Bob a girl?
I don't know.
Bob was kicked
I
out.
don't
Yeah,
know.
I think Bob's a girl.
Like I
If
thought
Bob's
Bob
a
was
girl,
a
then
girl
she's probably
too,
viewed
but now
higher.
I'm not that
Boy.
sure.
I think you can see a silhouette.
If Bob is a
but
girl, she's viewed higher than the others, likely.
I
You
think there
know?
was like a scene where Felix legit pushed Bob down the stairs, and if it were a girl, I'm pretty sure she would like grab her breasts or something. 'Cause, like he
What?
legit just like
That sounds
pushed
like
on
a
her
perverted
his.
anime.
Oh no,
chest.
my boobies.
I guess you could say they're her
anime.
Bob.
Oh my
This
god.
is an anime.
Anime.
Oh my
I love
god! Princess Cody.
Cody's becoming our like cat pictures. A cat picture appears, and we're like,
Oh, he's a Cody.
he's like, yes.
Wait, so Isaki, can you confirm the gender of Bob? If not, that's
Or is that a spoiler?
I'm just curious.
Bob, oh my god.
Bob is
Me.
Bob.
Bob is Bob.
In this household, we respect Bob.
Bob and only Bob.
Their pronouns
Bob.
are
Bob and Bob.
Bob and
Bob and Bob.
It's Ba and B. Those are their pronouns.
Bob's a boy.
Is Bob a boy? I mean, there was a thing about Cody kicking nut.
And he was
Yeah, I mean, that could
but
still
like in
work.
hearts.
I mean,
Still
yeah,
hearts
in
of
a
the girl.
way. Yeah.
They didn't.
He was able to
it
recover
started
pretty
growing
fast.
on the guy. Like,
Maybe it's because he's a reptilian.
I do think it looks flat as fuck. Honestly, I do think there's some titty in here. Honestly, it does. Look at that. It doesn't look flat.
You
There's
said
one
titty.
scene when they're walking where he kind of has an hourglass shape.
Yeah, it had an hourglass shape. I always saw it as a girl, honestly.
We can just
I
refer to
always
Bob
saw
as
them
they,
both as
them, you
girls
know.
until people started talking about it.
You're raising the gender of a child.
Yeah, this is kind of
Off topic a little.
I'd
Yeah,
make
like
the
he was
gurgling noises,
satirizing.
but I think that's a bad idea.
What noises?
The gurgling noises.
Like water?
Yeah.
Why would that be a bad idea?
Last time Isaki unmuted to say what were we even talking about before Bob?
Before Bobby, Bob's
Bobby.
boobies.
Bobby.
Okay, so I just spent the whole time writing down the theory I just had, except for in much more detail and with a lot more evidence than I had before, and it actually makes more sense to me than it did before.
Okay, would you like to say it?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna turn push to talk off for a second so I can read it instead of just like
Okay.
spewing nonsense. I'm gonna read
Okay.
what I wrote.
We really,
Okay,
we really need
called
that boss
Code of the
to do
Evil.
that.
Bossman's main goal is to get David on their side, as we know, because of his healing powers or whatever
Well,
he
actually,
has.
we don't know that.
I
Or
don't
his
know.
glowy eyes or whatever he has. So he sent two
Planner.
kidnappers after him. During the kidnapping, they shanked Felix with medicine that knocked him out. The two kidnappers, at least one of them, is a reptilian, but neither transformed to fight Kody. Yet they also shanked Kody with a medicine, but it's actually a different shade than the one they got Felix with. Like a different shade of color.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I
Wait,
just checked
so
that.
Wait, what?
Wait, check.
I
I
just
need.
checked
I
it.
think
Oh,
I think they were
snap.
planning. No, I think they were planning to like the first ring to be for Davi, but then
oh
with
wait.
but then Felix got in the way, so they used the syringe on Felix. I didn't thought that like they were different.
I don't
I
see.
didn't think
I
so
don't
either.
think so.
Okay.
Uh,
Anyway, I think Kody is working for Bossman. Proof of this is that they recognize Kody in the woods without the mask when they attacked him in the flashback, and when he
Because
was
the
quote
didn't use the
and
mask.
and he was quote fighting with the mask and a cloak on. So they recognized him both times when he was in their house and without it, even though couldn't really tell them that well. Like it was obvious it was Kody, but if you were a kidnapper, you couldn't really recognize that well. And about the murder in episode 1, the two people that went into the woods, I think, were or a couple that were paranormal investigators, and they were investigating in the wood of Lalin. And what happened to Kody when he was working
Lalin.
for Bossman was supposed to kill both of them. He was supposed to kill both of them, but Kody, only being a child, wasn't able to bring himself mentally to kill the girl as well after seeing the horrified look on her face. The reason she was so quick to call it a demon was because she was a paranormal investigator. Boom.
But then
Clap.
why did the kidnappers say that Cody killed one of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Maybe
don't
Jada.
know.
Oh my gosh, Johnny.
That seems like an important thing that you might want to know.
But like
You know, I
about
forgot
the
about that.
Oh my god.
about
It'd
the
be like
drug
that.
thing, I think it's the same way that they gave Felix because they revealed it when they're about to put it.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
It's either there's really bad with drugs or like they put it in the same vial because if they accidentally mixed it, that wouldn't have been good because that can actually make it worse sometimes.
Yeah.
You
You're a fool. I take offense to that. Oh yeah. Also about your theory,
you took
Chubbs.
offense to fool?
Why would Esteban say to Cody say to Cody, I just for you. Why would he say the whole thing like stop getting involved, blah 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 blah, and then Cody was all like, but he's my friend, blah blah blah, and then Esteban was like, you'll make it worse, blah blah. Why would he say that if Cody was actually like evil?
Because
Oh, yeah.
Esteban doesn't know.
What the fuck? But he knows that Cody
Yeah.
goes around like saving people. He knows.
Doesn't want to like.
It's just a cover.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
I love how you guys are just like, okay then.
Okay. Yeah. It's a private conversation. It's just the two of them. Or do you mean a cover for Esteban?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I meant. Cover for Esteban.
It's pronounced
I
Esteban.
don't care how it's pronounced.
Esteban.
Excuse me.
Lower your voice somehow.
You stinky American.
Wow, okay.
Hey!
Stinky Texan to be exact. Excuse you. Yeehaw.
How would you pronounce Ohio with the Spanish accent? Ohio.
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 It's like normal
Oh,
will
yeah.
be así.
H is
No, it will
silent.
probably be Oyo. Oyo.
Oyo.
Oi,
Stop.
oi, oi, oi.
Oyo. Okay.
Oh,
Ellie.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
back
I
on
almost
Off
started.
topic.
Back on topic.
Off topic.
sorry.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Him in
Someone
the
said
chat, you
something.
coward.
I was almost starting to think the Sweet Life was like Kody opening because it sounded like in my head.
Cool.
The sweet
Oh,
life of Zach and Cody, but it's David and Felix.
Yes.
Love that.
Who would be? Who would be who?
I don't know.
Oh, that
I haven't
situation.
watched that show since I was like 8.
I was obsessed with it. I watched the final episode and cried.
Is it just
You
me
guys
or
are
Sad.
clones.
Saki left the voice chat?
Okay, let's continue, guys. What is the
Go,
next
go.
topic?
What's the next topic?
I don't have anything.
Cheese was the one that wrote down all
Hold
the
on, all of
topics
you.
and he left.
Give us back the brain cell, ghost.
Put it down. Put the list down.
Rude.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have thirst.
Mom
Tango
said it was
said,
my turn
I will
to
be
have
right
the
back.
brain cell.
Okay. Oh,
Pretty.
that's so
Ooh,
cute.
pretty. Chase, come back here. You have the list.
Ah, that's so beautiful. I love it.
Beautiful.
Wait, did we talk about
Should we start
the
to
serum?
like go back to talk about like each episode, like the things from each episode? Oh
Okay,
no,
I just added a tiny
Hey, I'm
bit
back.
more.
Are you guys talking about
God.
anything?
Wispy, you're only talking about Goderic. If you
If you
unmute yourself and talk, please.
that's the deal. Oh wait, if
Wait, Pussy!
Hey.
Wispy, go back.
But if he doesn't want to come back, I have something. I thought of something while I was obtaining my water.
Where's we come back?
Give us a water.
Tango said.
Yes, ma'am.
Who the heck is Tango?
Tango said.
Okay, this is obviously not on topic, but I added to my theory. I mean,
Anyway, I wanted to talk about what happens in episode 20.
Episode 20?
So, yeah. So like,
can we wait for a second?
You mean episode 19?
no, 20. Episode 20.
Can we
What's
wait
going to
for a
happen in
second?
episode 20?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that as if it was already
No,
out. I was like,
I
are
think
you
we
serious?
should.
So like,
Wait. I think we should make a prediction of
Yeah.
like the 3 next episodes because
Okay.
like because that's like the span of the fast pass. That's the spam of the fast pass, and that's also the spam that like the schedule that I had planned before we fucked it up. For
Wait,
the podcast.
wait,
So like we should, I think we should try to predict the next 3 episodes.
I just realized something.
Goodbye.
Isaki left the chat.
Yes, I said that before.
Oh, I didn't notice. When she leave?
Yes,
just
you left
left.
because you guys are off topic.
Ah.
I don't think there was that much of talk this time. Anyway, but we can continue.
I have a prediction for the next 3 episodes. Felix will be
Okay.
knocked out for all 3 of them.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he's weak.
I agree.
Wait, what?
I have a prediction for the next 3 episodes.
But there were two. There were two main ones that I think me and most of everyone else had. It was that I think the main one was that Cody's gonna pass out, and then the kidnappers are gonna find them, and David will have to use his powers to
Oh yeah.
protect.
Oh yeah, that's totally happening. Like he will have like I think it will get to the point where like Felix and Cody are like in danger, and I think Cody will. I don't think we're going to pass this arc without David knowing that it's Cody. Honestly, so
Yeah.
I think Cody will pass out, and the kidnappers will reveal that's him because apparently they take somewhat like they don't like Cody, and they visibly know that it isn't of Cody's interest that his friends know that he's a reptilian. So I think when the kidnaps come back and when Cody's passed out on the ground, they're going to take off his mask and it's like, oh boy, it's Cody. And okay, and both him, Cody, and Felix will be in danger, and David will be in a situation where he will have to do something to stop it by any means. And I think this feeling will awaken whatever he has, whatever he everyone muted. Okay. Whatever. Yeah,
It's
we'll
because I'm
awaken
shaking
his
around a lot.
we'll awaken his powers, and he will fight basically. I imagine like a scene where the whole woods just gets all fucked up, you know? Like there's trees flying. I don't know. Just my image. Like he's flying, eyes are shining. I don't know.
David will have to figure out his powers before he can do that.
Maybe he like just throws
I
Cody
think there will
first
be
as
like
an
a
idea.
rage moment because his powers seem to be emotion related. So maybe it's like in a moment where he's like in a great
Panic.
tension. Yeah, panic, exactly.
Here's
And he
a
just boom.
fun thought. What if he could
What
summon
if-
things from the dream world, put them?
Ooh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
that's a good point.
That's really cool.
Hi,
So you
sorry,
sound
I'm
like a
back. What
little
happened?
Okay, so I said a theory. I think it was a pretty
So,
basically. Oh wait, explain. Say.
oh what?
What's
You
going
were
on?
going to say something.
Oh no, you can go.
No, you can go. I talk too much. If you
No.
guys understand, if you guys don't stop me, I'm going to talk for the entire podcast. I need to have someone stop me. You guys can't be shy. Please.
It's kind of
That's
hard
enough.
to.
I have a prediction episodes.
What?
You think that Cody's evil and he kills somebody?
Cody is going to lead David and Felix to the base of all the other evil reptilians and Bossman, and then they're gonna get killed!
It's a cult.
evil.
Googly googly.
Cody
The 9
is
years
evil.
was a hoax.
But for real, if it turns out they have cult similarities, I'm going to scream at all of you. Just so you know.
Scream at me harder, daddy.
No, shut up.
Okay,
no.
that's enough.
Sorry for the dogs.
So I have
Maru,
a.
do you want to talk about? Oh wait, leader,
Oh,
you wanted
right.
to go ahead, go.
So I have a theory, but it's like right up on the spot and it's really shaky. But what if his telekinesis are basically the people who are dead from the dream world, and he can kind of
Ooh.
summon their spirits?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Bruh.
That's interesting.
He's a necromancer.
Bruh.
It's
That's really
very-
interesting. He catches ghosts like he would catch Pokemon.
He's Danny Phantom.
Yeah.
He's gonna catch him out
Yeah,
because
because
he's
he
David.
died
He's
and
gonna catch him out because
back to
he's
life.
David.
He's Danny Phantom.
David
David
Martinez.
Phantom.
He's gonna catch him out because he's David Martinez.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that idea.
Yeah. I wonder what the butterfly would do. Like the butterfly, Like the butterfly is a character, it's a pure Avenger as a person, human form. Wait,
Oh,
why
actually,
did it
what
go
if
silence?
you know how you were talking about Alicia's death day, right?
Yeah.
What if
Yeah.
there's a certain day in the year where if it is Alicia, her powers like get just like amplified because it's the day of her death? And like
That would be
maybe
cool.
her physical form would show instead of the butterfly, like on just the day of her death.
I think
Do
that
you know
would be
how
inconvenient for story purposes. I think.
David
how
just
convenient?
sees a dead girl following him.
Yes.
He's like, oh.
Um,
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so next topic. Do we have topics?
Mm.
No.
Oh,
Flappy, that's why
Maru,
we need
did you want to
topics.
talk about your thing?
Oh yeah,
What,
Mara said,
what thing?
say something.
The thing you
Uh,
wrote.
Prediction.
The one I sent earlier?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just a little prediction.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your prediction about what happens is like I guess would you want to like explain it in like a way other than like because you wrote like a conversation. I guess like elaborate on why you think it'll go out this way.
Yeah, because
Your mic cut out.
I
Do you want us to like role play what you wrote down?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Can we do that?
I'd be down, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, David, I noticed something a bit weird while we were being kidnapped.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, your eyes, I kind of saw 'em.
Glowing?
How do you know about that?
Well, the same thing happened some time ago. David, while we were fighting, your eyes, they were glowing yellow.
Oh, I lost my spot. Wait. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. Wait, that means I wasn't just tired that day?
What do you mean?
While I was in the bathroom after we fought, for a second on the mirror, I noticed my eyes were glowing. I thought I was just tired. Oh, wait, I have something similar. David takes out his takes out the picture. Guys, stop typing in chat. My phone keeps fucking.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, he takes out the Polaroid that Nina made. I lost my spot again. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Stop typing.
We need
Okay,
to switch
okay,
out,
wait.
people.
Okay, hold on. I'm moving to my wait.
This is a really
I'm
hard
sorry.
thing.
David,
Okay,
you're
okay.
taking an
David
awfully long
Takes
time to
out
take
of
the
his
pocket.
pocket the Polaroid Nina made. This.
Oh my god, your eyes!
That's kind of weird.
We thought that it was just a reflection of light, but now.
What does this have in common?
Hmm?
I mean, in what situation were you every time this happened?
Well, one time I was fighting with you, the other I was in a depressed mood. When Nina took the photo, she scared me.
Right, strong emotions, like when you're scared.
I love you,
Right, strong emotions, like when you're scared, angry, sad.
Well, that does make sense.
Eric sneaks from behind, jump scaring David. Toby was quick enough to take a photo. Sorry, it's for science.
They zoom in on the photo. David's eyes are glowing.
Holy shit.
Well, I guess our theory was correct.
Does that mean I'm cursed or possessed?
It means you're gay.
maybe it's not a curse, but a gift. Remember when you had those bruises? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, no, that was right. Bruises.
And
Yeah.
how they disappeared in such an natural short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you have healing powers or something, and they somehow have to do with those glowing eyes of yours.
Whoa, that sounds so
Irrational.
really.
Oh, come on, guys. This is real life. I mean, I get it. You believe in paranormal or something, but let's be real. It's probably just an eye condition we've never heard of. Damn, Felix. Wow.
How do you know
After
that?
being kidnapped.
By fucking reptilian.
Well,
Yeah.
it's certainly a much more rational explanation than what that a curse or a gift, don't you think? There are many conditions that we've never heard about.
Okay, that was interesting.
Yeah, like
applause,
your
applause to all the
condition,
actors.
I
That
feel
was
bad.
good.
I only said
just
one
got-
line. I'm
I
proud of
got
myself.
my voice lost in this because I didn't train before, so I think I anyway.
I'm sorry, Stell, if I wasn't, the best Felix, but I tried.
Your attitude was great. Love it. Not in a mean way. It's just like it's good.
I'm literally the one that is supposed to do Kody on the comic dub, but I think I sucked.
I
feels like
think
that sometimes.
you
It's
did
just an off day.
amazing.
Moonsy, that was great.
No, it
Like,
wasn't.
I actually aspire. I can't.
Aspire what?
Aspire is like
A fire.
to want to be like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Okay.
Okay, now
Thank
I
you.
think we should analyze this.
Okay.
I like to do that.
Analyze.
Analyze it.
Am I the only one that thinks it's ironic that Felix points out conditions yet when he has one, or is that just me?
Oh, Bill, I just realized that. I think that the Felix and everybody, or like at least just Felix and David at first will know about Kody being a reptilian. So Felix won't be able to be as skeptical as he was.
He has
I
Like
like-
I don't think everything will be that straight. I think.
Yeah.
It was a really good, like,
Eric would probably be T-posing in the back.
David just starts crying out of fear.
Come on, David, use your eyes. He's just like.
He picks up Eric with his powers and throws him against like the lockers or something. Tumbleweed. And prediction. Felix is still not okay. You know, I think you're on to
I can get
something.
behind.
Did you say good?
No, I said no,
Excuse
that's
you?
a mood I can get
Is
behind.
this time for everyone to know why it's illegal to hate on Felix? Because
Why?
it is.
Yeah, I think we should talk about that. I think
Yeah.
It's
like,
illegal because
He's
he
so dumb.
jumped into a river in the middle of the winter to save David's life, and David forgives him, and they're very close friends. So if you still hate him because he bullied David,
I will kill you.
Kill me then,
Wow.
you coward.
But it's like, you can forgive him, but you won't forget it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying forget about it, because what he did was fucked up. But he was also like a 12-year-old dumbass who was like, oh, I want to be like the cool kids. Like,
It's like the case with Bakugo, where like, yeah, he bullied Deku, and he's like really strong and is improving, but he should still own up to his actions of being a dumbass bitch.
And Felix owned up.
Right.
Oh, silence, please.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
let's-
exactly. A silent voice. Shoya
That girl-
literally like ripped out her hearing aid and
Making
made her
bleed.
hate herself.
He
What?
tortured
What
her,
happens
basically.
in that movie?
It was
Oh, it's a good movie. It's basically like a bully redemption story.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, does anyone else have anything they want to theorize? Because I don't.
I have an
I
addition
feel
to what
that
I
it's
said.
kind of like
If it's an evil
stupid in a
Cody
way.
thing, I'm gonna slap you.
It's an addition to.
Exactly.
Mine's kind of stupid, but
Do it. Say
I
it.
feel like the Bossman is just getting all these people with the powers because he's going to use them at experiments to see what they can actually do.
Yeah, totally.
Oh,
Oh,
so like
I-
a fake reptilian war, basically.
Like,
Ooh.
Reptilian
Um,
War.
Stranger Things.
Yes.
No.
Thank you and good night.
Because he wouldn't be going
Cody
through all this
is
trouble.
11. Okay,
No,
wait, that's
David
what
should be 11,
you think?
kind of.
Oh yeah,
I
because
mean,
he
they
has
both can be 11.
telekinesis. Duh.
Exactly. And he can go to a different world.
Yeah.
Actually,
David is 11.
guys, I'm going to search this. Wait a second. I'm
Wait, what are
searching
you guys
something.
talking about?
David is 11, and then Toby is Mike.
Yeah, yes.
And they kiss. And they go to homecoming, school dance.
Oh.
That would be
Homecoming,
cute.
more
Imagine
like coming
the
in.
reactions of all their homophobic friends.
Yeah, we gay. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I think some like teacher would probably be like, "What the fuck?" Because it's 2012.
Oh, that's true. Oh shit.
No,
do you
actually, I
Oh.
googled when gay marriage became legal in Spain. It's actually like 2007 and stuff.
Spain
So,
was ahead of
take
their
that
time. Damn.
Take that, homophobes.
America, take notes.
Like,
Okay.
like honestly, it's 2012. 2012. During 2012, people were still like it wasn't like super
It's still
homophobic.
gay.
People were starting to like get educated around that time. But I think it only started to make effect on the internet and on the culture and all of that stuff around 2014. So like in 2012, gay jokes, like the gay jokes, like for example Twilight, all of those
Oh.
Edward is gay jokes, you know?
I am a gay joke.
Yeah, like all of those ill gay jokes and all of that stuff. It was much stronger than it is today. So yeah, Tobias is going to be bullied probably. And one of the things he hates is like bullies. So we're probably going to get something in his arc about that, and there's probably
Felix
going to
says
be
gay
David
right.
involved. What if in Tobias's arc somehow the ends up knowing
I'm
that
back.
he's gay, and like this triggers a series of things in his life, like everything kind of goes nuts, you know, and
Right.
and that coincides with the moment where he becomes a werewolf, because he will definitely become a werewolf. So,
Gay werewolf.
yes, exactly, or little gay werewolf. So
He became.
so all of those things make him like go absolute nuts, and David is the person that kind of, and David's like the key to that, but David doesn't know exactly that he's the like Tobias's crush, but he's the person that can stop him because he's a fucking crazy werewolf that's being bullied, and that does not end well. You know what I mean?
Are you saying he's gonna
David
kill
is
somebody?
asexual.
Would you stop?
Yeah, he's asexual, but he's not aromantic. So.
True.
Was it ever said?
Yep.
Yes.
Darn.
Wow.
Wow. Wait,
Yeah.
no, let's see. Are you suggesting that Toby's going to kill people?
I think he will try to. I don't
Kinky.
know. But he could. Like, I never thought Kody would kill someone as well, and he killed. Like,
Okay, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
debatable.
I still didn't thought Kody. Apparently, the story already proven that the main characters aren't like saints. The main characters can kill people. Saints on the same sense that, because one thing is one person have human flaws. Another thing is someone killing people. Like those are different. You know, when I say they're not saints, I'm saying that they're not under like the moral code that normally
Morally
a protagonist. Like normally protagonists of these types of stories are like, oh, I don't kill people.
Wait, didn't Isaki say that people were gonna hate David at one point?
Yeah,
No, I
exactly.
think that's
Maybe.
weird.
Oh my
Yes,
god!
say
What if
that
David
me.
jacks Tobias and Tobias just goes running in the forest before they know that he's a werewolf or something?
He gets
They would just
bitten.
be-
He's gonna get bitten. He's gonna
I
get
will say
mauled
that.
by
Like
a
Tobias.
werewolf.
Yeah,
I
what
will
if
say that
Tobias?
with Timoteo dying.
Timoteo! I love him!
Timoteo. Okay. I didn't understand what you guys said at first, but like, he's going to get bitten in some situation. I imagine in some sort of adventure, because I can
Yeah.
see like that being kind of like a guilty thing for David. Like, oh, he's the person that brings them in these adventures, and Tobias got got hurt, and not only hurt, he got literally cursed to the point where his life will never be the same again, and there's
Oh my
nothing they can
god.
do.
Oh my god.
The
And
whole
it's
Okay.
all
course of
David's
time,
fault. I
and
can
life
imagine
will
like
never
this.
be the same.
No, I'm sad.
Yes, like the
Tagline?
yeah, like
I
the
don't know.
Yeah, the synopsis.
the synopsis: life will never be the same again. Yeah, like imagine if this happened with Tobias. And one thing that I kind of wonder is like if they realize that he is actually a werewolf. We will have like one of those moments where everyone's like, this is different. Oh, you're different from before. What is this? Like
Wait a minute.
You have
Who
my
are
hair.
you?
like that Spider-Man looking in the mirror and seeing that he's Reptilian.
The
What?
what?
Wait,
You
what?
guys didn't get the reference. Okay.
Oh,
let's
like
move
when
on.
he gets super buff. When he gets super buff, I
Yes.
get. That took me a while.
He takes his glasses, like, bruh.
Holy
For some reason, that scene really marked me as a child. I don't know why.
Oh.
Okay, continue.
Okay,
So,
wait.
like, there's this
Potential
moment.
scenario. Can I give a potential scenario on Toby Werewolf?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're in the woods. They're adventuring at night. Then all of a sudden, Toby's in the back. They're in a little group. Toby's at the back of the group.
A little orgy.
No.
Wow, wow, wow,
No.
romantic music.
And then a werewolf comes. They hear like a growling, and then a werewolf comes up, and snatches Toby, and drags him away. And they're like, "Oh my god!"
Bro, he's just dragged.
Yeah, like
Wait, wolf
"Ow!"
cub.
like super dramatic.
Drag him.
Drag him, sis. Werewolf snapped. And then they can't find him. They go looking for him, and then they can't find him. But then another werewolf appears and tries to eat them. But then the gay happens, and it's about to eat
The gay
David.
happens.
Uh-oh, the big gay.
They think David's gonna get eaten, and then it stopped. And
Oh,
then
no.
David's like, "Bitch, what the fuck?" And then,
Bitch, what the
and then he realizes that it was his long lost love, Toby, the whole time.
Gasp.
Aw.
The end.
Amazing. End of the film. Amazing.
Oh.
Felix becomes a vampire. I mean, not Felix. Eric.
Oswald.
probably like I think also like I wonder how all the full moon situation, the first one thing that I wonder a lot is like it must be hard hiding, like if you get bitten by a rat, hiding that your mom. Like we don't talk about Jessica, but what
Jessica is a good mother. Aside
Yeah,
from
she's a good
the
mother.
alcohol
notice
part.
would you notice that her child are like just disappearing some night? Like
No, I feel like she would know.
Man, I
Yeah,
wonder
like-
why my kids go away every full moon.
Yeah, I feel like Toby would be like,
Wow.
"Hey, mom." Like,
So
I have to tell you something. Like, I feel like she would know.
Yeah.
I
Or
don't
maybe,
know. I think
like-
I would try to like keep it a second at first, and then she would be like, "You can hide shit." Like,
Mom, I'm gay,
Or-
but I am also a werewolf.
Yeah, he comes out at the same time. She's like,
She's like,
what?"
wait a minute, you're a werewolf? It's like, don't really
Gay
gloss over the gay
werewolf?
part.
Yeah, that's cute.
It's like, oh yeah, I knew you were gay, but the werewolf part?
wow.
Or maybe like he would like transform into a werewolf while they were watching TV one time, like together, like they're just hanging out. He forgets that it's a moon, and then he just tears up the couch and
What the fuck?
Like a
This-
laugh track.
she's like, God damn it.
Oh
I'm just
shit,
thinking
here we
about
go
something.
again.
Will we end up
I have
He's in
cat
the
hair on my
bathroom
about
and
TV.
werewolf theory,
he
like one
transforms.
per podcast because
The werewolf theory is crucial to the life of this podcast.
Mhm.
Very.
yes. Yes.
Okay, I have a scenario about Toby.
If it's something horny, I'm kicking you from the chat.
Oh, I'm gonna just kick myself out.
Oh my god.
No.
He was
Good.
What was that? Ami, was that your laugh?
What laugh?
Which
With,
one?
I heard like
Yes, it was me.
that was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you.
She represented that laugh.
Okay, do we have anything else to talk about?
No.
Besides werewolf.
Let me drink my Coca-Cola.
What?
I
Let
think we
me
should
drink my
finish.
Coca-Cola.
Your
Plug.
Moonsy, did you have something?
Like, okay. So since we're probably ending this at this point, I think we should end like with something special. Like the last 3 episodes, that's something that has bothered. Like we just kind of like,
Click.
yeah, we're finished.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Something special. I will
Yeah,
take Charmy out of his cage again and show him to the viewers.
No, it needs to be something that we can do
Do
like
it. Do
every
it. Do it.
podcast. Like I don't know,
I'm going
a
to
little.
mute every one of you.
like a phrase.
Not only a phrase, like not
Like a
phrase,
moral of the
like
story.
no, like a segment.
No,
Like a
it's
little
too
The
segment
moral
thing
of
that
this
we always
story
by
is that I hate myself.
Same.
don't do that. Okay. So
I'm
like
sorry.
okay, so what should we do? We should try to do something today and ask like for the 5 people that are still like listening to these after all this mess.
Yeah.
Asking if
Do you want to
what
see my
we should
Crocs?
Stop.
These are my Crocs.
ask what we will like if we should continue do whatever we do today. If it doesn't work, we try again another thing next week.
Alright.
So what should we
Wait,
do?
Blappy, am I editing this podcast? or-
No,
No.
you're not. I don't trust
No.
you with anything.
You know what I think we should
Sneaky
do?
snake.
Guys,
What?
guys,
Blappy,
I
if you
think-
if I
Let me
didn't love you,
speak.
guys.
If I what?
if I didn't love you that much, I would have this exact same reaction about the
Okay,
fact that
say
you
it.
still haven't
Say it to
finished the-
me right now.
No, I don't because
There's
I
my
love
Croc.
you
To me.
just so goddamn much. No homo.
I
Right?
need to finish the comic
need
dub.
to finish the
Here's an
fucking
idea. I have an idea.
comic dub.
I have an idea.
Guys.
What?
Casting
Ah.
call right now. I need voices for people listening. I
What?
need
You're gonna do
I
an own
need-
ad for your own.
Yes.
Stop.
That's the end to this
Stop.
podcast.
Blappy, can I do it all? 20 years. I want to be Rocio.
You what?
I want to be Rocio when she appears. Just saying.
Rocio?
Can I?
Rocio.
Maybe. Rocio.
Rocio.
Rocio would be amazing.
Maybe.
Rocio.
I really want to be.
But I need voices for the teacher, the adult woman teacher. I need adult voices. I can only use my dad so many times, okay? he's voicing the boss and Mateo. I need someone for Esteban. I need someone for what's his name? Hulen? Is that how
I
you say
can
it? Ami?
try.
Julian?
Hey, Blappy. I can
Julian.
try asking my
Hulen?
friends, like
I thought that it would
Taro
be
Boy.
like Julian because Julian sounds weird.
Oh, you how, how do you say it?
Julian.
Yulen.
I thought that it
Julian.
would be something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yulen.
Well, anyway, Felix is dead. I need voices for all the parents and all the adults.
Oh,
Basically.
Blappy.
That sounds like a big flex.
I think Miko.
Well, it's not a flex. I'm desperate.
I don't know, man. Weird flex, is that better?
Both of my
Everything's
parents
a
are
flex.
participating in this. I have to record my dad saying fuck. I had to ask him. I was like, Dad, are you okay with swearing for the recording? He goes, do I have to? And I was like,
Oh god.
yes. He says
Is it?
the F word like 4 times because I can't
Oh my
swear in front
God.
of my dad. He was like, okay. So my dad is going to swear.
Rad.
And
Is
his
there
Wow.
deep Mufasa voice. He does like a Mufasa voice. Like, have you seen The Lion
Wow.
King? You know Mufasa?
Yeah.
Oh
He
yeah.
sounds like Mufasa when he does the boss man. He's like,
Wow.
oh, I'm the boss man.
He might have to say worse things depending on how the story goes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
This is
Can
a
I say
bad
something
idea.
when we end the podcast?
What?
Like, can I say something before we end the podcast? Like at the end?
Oh,
For some reason,
yes.
guys, wait, like this is very off topic, but like just a comment. For some reason, Stuart Little is on the trending topics of Brazil for some random reason. I
It's
have no
because
idea
he's
why.
taking over. He's gonna kill your
Remy's better. Remy can cook.
I think it's exactly that. People, it's a video of rats fighting, and they're saying, "No, Red."
Team Remy.
Take
Okay,
that,
anyway,
Stuart.
Ami, what did you want to say?
Yeah, say
La
Ami.
pizza puta.
I'm gonna kill you. Okay, that's it.
Okay, I still need
I
to
will get
do
the last
segment.
word. I want to get the
Message me
last
on
word.
Twitter. Message
Oh, yeah.
me,
Message-
Drago.
follow
Message
me on
me on
Twitter.
Nino, at
Okay,
American
but no
I thought-
homo, only
So many
hetero.
Message
things.
me on
And
Discord at
remember,
Toonie
it's
Drago. I
just
need voices,
a theory.
please.
Subscribe to
Ah.
our
Lalin
channel
cursed
because we are
theory.
great and better than you.
You
Oh,
guys
yeah,
are
I said
physically
Chris-
hurting me.
Okay,
Thanks, bro.
guys, really. Like the podcast, subscribe to the channel. We're going to do more things beyond the podcast.
Moons, you're
Let's
that
not
type
go
of
into-
YouTuber.
Like a dub, we're gonna do a dub and it's
Like,
awesome.
comment, and subscribe.
Like that
Follow
quarter
me on
dimension
Twitter.
guy. He's like really.
Yes,
You'll hear in the podcast. There's this one guy that voices the quarter dimension guy. He's like really cool. Oh my god.
Hey, Chubbs,
Racha?
I actually, I wanted you to voice the bully instead.
What twist?
Wow.
I want Chubbs. Your voice doesn't sound like the like. It doesn't sound like an adult enough.
Because
So-
I am 14.
Exactly. So you should do Poop Boy.
I feel like Chubbs
I
would
have
be
a
a really
request.
good
I have
poop boy,
I have a request.
Yes.
Yeah.
You better give Selena the best actor you got. Swear to God.
Well, she doesn't exist yet, so she doesn't have a voice.
Technically, she does. Because
Okay,
of the
okay,
one
okay,
comment. So.
I misworded. She doesn't have speaking lines yet.
She does, the comic.
Exactly.
She literally does.
Shut up. Shut up.
like Black.
But once she comes in, you better give her the best voice you got. Somebody, I don't know.
Okay.
To make Scrap extra gay.
Okay, here's the deal. I really have to pee, like, really bad. So, can we end the
Okay,
podcast?
that's why you wanna-
Lie.
Let's end. I do.
Okay, we need to think about.
You know
something
what? Why don't you
to
prove-
end this
So I
fast.
had an
Let's
idea.
go.
Can
Let's
we, like,
right now.
I had an idea,
have
but
an
can we
idea.
like end the
Everyone-
podcast first and then talk about it?
Everyone on
Yeah,
the
can
other
we do
of,
that?
like,
Let's
the
just
chat.
end it right now, please.
Okay.
Let's just say
Like,
Okay,
comment,
bye.
and
Drink water.